Thank you, Dr. Parr. What is the significance of the Falklands War in Britain?
Well, the Falklands War was a small war between Britain and Argentina over the sovereignty of the Falkland Islands in 1982. But it assumed enormous importance in Britain, probably mainly because it was seen to put an end to an obsession amongst the British political elite with the idea of British decline, particularly since the 1956 Suez Crisis, when it was clear that Britain couldn't intervene militarily internationally without American political support. And the Falklands War was thought to kind of bring an end to that era of decline in British politics. Although whether it did or not, of course, is a different question.
What is the Falklands Factor?
Well, the Falklands Factor was the term given to the kind of buzz after the Falklands War, when a nation was fairly jubilant that it had actually won the Falklands War, and Margaret Thatcher was able to sort of capture this public mood to talk about how Britain had, in her words, ceased to be a nation in retreat and reconnected with the spirit of its past greatness, particularly in 1940 when Britain had stood alone in Europe against fascist aggression. But the Falklands Factor was also used to talk about the way in which Thatcher was able to capture that moment and to use it for her own political ends to bring, as people saw, her programme of Thatcherism.
Can you discuss your research on the politics of commemoration?
Well, the work that I've been doing involves talking to British veterans who fought in the Falklands and also to the family members of soldiers who were killed. And one of the things that's been quite striking about it is the increased significance of the Falkland Islands themselves in the politics of commemoration. So, particularly since the 25th anniversary, a lot of veterans and family members have travelled to the Falkland, to the islands, and have made friends with the islanders. And I think it's enormously important, particularly to a lot of veterans, that they understand the war as being a war of liberation. So the Falkland Islanders remain very grateful for the fact that they were liberated from Argentine occupation. And British veterans find it very helpful to go there and to see the islands in a different, peaceful light, and to see the ways in which people have kind of grasped the opportunities that they argue that the British gave them.